So the first conversation with Alessandra from Studio Ossidiana on Mystic Playgrounds, she brought a lot of references on architectural models and architectural landscapes that had to do with play. And I immediately saw in them, or I kind of saw a reflection of cosmograms in the maps and the floor plans of these playgrounds.
So with the students, we try to work on this idea of play as something that is not only reserved for children, but that is actually like really somehow part of us. And what I'm really happy about is that in these days, during the workshop, we are really seeing how they are appropriating this idea of play and think about and challenge the different notion of play.
Waka is like the
It's a code. It's going to
Italo, I'm a Peruvian artist.
I'm coming from Berlin.
I'm from Milan. I'm based in Istanbul.
I'm coming from Greece.
It's my first year here at La Ed.
I'm from Italy.
I came from France and Swiss.
My name is Gabriel. I live in Geneva. I was born in Montreal. I chose this workshop because it was very different from the things I usually do.
This workshop was kind of a very good opportunity to have the ability to think about own ideas again.
It could help me develop some skill of geometrical landscape to apply to my fashion collection.
We are designing kind of Ouija board on which we exchange our talisman. Each of us is bringing their own cultures and belief.
Exploring architecture and merging these ideas surrounding public spaces or even games with mysticism and things that I found very close to my own culture.
I came here because when I see the theme of the workshop, I was like, whoa, this fits me. Like, it's interesting because it's a mix of art, design, architecture, and is a thing that I'm really interested in because my approaches are more practical and playful.
When Marco and Barbara invited us to think of mystic playgrounds, of course I had a lot of references to think through the idea of mysticism, but I was also myself doubting how to connect it with the idea of play and playground.
Like when I started showing some of my favorite references about playgrounds, she immediately understood and immediately also connected with other references.
In this interplay between mysticism and playground, I think the part in which I'm more focused when working with the participants is asking them to really connect with the mystic part. So I think it's very interesting that the participants go to their own references. Sometimes it is related to their origin places or the traditions that their families have been related to. And to think, trying to find this very personal connection to mysticism, to a certain mystic tradition or practice that they have had like an old reference or something that they have been dealing for a long time, and they bring it to the table. So I'm really asking them to take it very personally.
For me, it was really important to ask students to look at the precedents and to come up with an atlas that could bring together these references of both cosmograms, that would be like maps of the sky or carpets and many other things, with play and playgrounds. It was beautiful to see how those started merging into their work. Another aspect is we were really pushing about what is the materiality of a game. Because like if you think at game boards, for example, they often are made of cardboards, very shiny. So we really wanted to challenge that. And of course, like a game board can be so many different things, can be made by many different artifacts with different materialities. And it was also a beautiful occasion to be here at HED, and students had the opportunity to use the wonderful laboratories of the school. Also, there were students that were not from HED, coming from outside, and it was fantastic that they could use like all these different workshops.
What I have seen is that the outcomes of the workshop are really looking, like something new. I really think they put together mystic and playground concepts in ways that I was not expecting or imagining before coming here.
And also I find in residence quite a unique format because it's this kind of a collection of workshops that give the opportunities to students, to professionals, to meet other professionals in the field. It's also very interesting that it's happening across countries, so it's something that happens in Italy a lot, but then it's also traveling in other places, like today in Geneva.
I think the topic of Mystic Playground is kind of a very interesting topic for the moment. Maybe we are used to think there's not much space for mystery in modern contemporary life because we have these very high-tech resources that solve very big and complex problems. But in the end, mystery is always there, and with new inventions, new mysteries come as well. So I think mystery is something that never ends, and it's super nice to speak about it and to realize it's still around us.